Hey guys, welcome to another video of Scent Saga. My name is Deep, and in this video, I wanted to talk about Arabian Aroma's Imperial Collection. Okay, if you don't know which three perfumes I'm talking about, these are basically, one is Blue Ocean, the second one is Old Money, and the third one is basically Alpha Male. Okay, as far as I checked the website of Arabian Aroma, they are now selling these three perfumes in a combo known as the Imperial Perfume Collection, and they are selling these three perfumes at $9.99 for the three. Total perfume, like the quantity of perfume in the bottle is 50 ml per bottle, and the perfume is Eau de Parfum concentration. Okay, individually this perfumes costs around 350 rupees per bottle, and in this video I'm going to share my insights about each of them, the projection, the longevity, do I have any constructive feedback for the company, and overall should you buy these perfumes. I know I'm late to join the party, but I'll try and cover up as much as possible, okay? Now I know that a popular YouTuber has already highlighted the pros and cons to the best possible way he can. So I'm just going to add a bit more information on top of what has already been told so that you can have a more clear judgment regarding the perfumes, okay? So let me start off with the first one, which is Blue Ocean. Why am I starting off with this perfume? Because summer and monsoon. Like, this is the peak of summer and very soon there will be monsoon, and I feel that at this particular temperature and the overall situation, Blue Ocean seems to be the most logical choice if you're going for just one perfume. This is basically Arabian Aroma's take on Davidoff Cool Water Reborn. I basically used a few clones, one coming from Menworks as well. Now I'm testing this one as well, and I can happily say that although this is not a head-to-head 1:1 clone of the Davidoff Cool Water Reborn, but at the same time this is not far away. Okay, this is very close enough, and the perfume in itself feels very good, honestly, for the price that it comes at. Okay, they have really worked on the atomizer as well. Okay, this throws really good mists. I mean, the bottle, the atomizer, I mean, it's a typical design, but what is this perfume and how does this perfume smell like? This is basically in the range of, I'm not saying this is exactly like that, but if you have ever smelled a Nautica Voyage or any perfume in that category, this is citrusy, it has got a bit of minty opening, it has got a bit of lavender as well, and this perfume smells extremely fresh. In case you plan on buying Davidoff Cool Water Reborn, but you don't have the budget and you don't want to, spend a lot of money. Maybe you're in school, maybe you're in college, but you want a fresh perfume. Even if you are in the office, but you want something fresh, but you don't want to spend more than 350 rupees, I think this is a really good option. Reason, at around 200 to 50 rupees, you get deos, right? But adding 100 more, you get a perfume that also does project properly and last decently as well. The projection on this one, although I tried it in my office settings, okay, I wore this perfume for almost 2 to 3 days to test it out, and I felt that it gave me an overall projection of around 40 minutes to 50 minutes, and the total longevity for this perfume I got indoors in the office setting in the summer high heat situation around 4 to 5 hours. Okay, I didn't get more than that, but coming at a price point of 350 rupees and getting what I'm getting at this price point, I have no complaints whatsoever, because I have spent more than this amount and have got the same amount of longevity from a lot of designer fragrances as well. If this is giving me 4 to 5 hours, smells decently nice, I don't have any complaints whatsoever. Now there might be a query like, how is the blend quality? Is it cheap? Does this feel really awful? To be honest, if you smell it upfront, the moment you spray it, you will feel that there is a little bit of alcoholic blast, to be honest. But if you let the perfume settle for like 5 minutes, after that you smell it, I don't think you will feel that alcoholic blast anymore. Yeah, in the blend quality department, you can say that this perfume feels a bit synthetic, which is quite evident coming at a price point of only 350 rupees. That is what I feel that they can do in the best capability to keep the prices down. I don't think there is any company in the world who can give you perfumes at 350 for a 50 ml and use natural ingredients. That cannot happen. The good thing that I liked about this perfume was this is a very clean perfume, okay? There is some soapy element in this as well, and which blends in nicely with the florals and the citruses. To be honest, if somebody is looking for a daily wear perfume and don't have the budget to spend more than 350 rupees or so, I think Blue Ocean is actually a really good option, and I think this perfume will be something that I will consider in the super versatile category of perfumes when I will talk about any budget perfume for the summers or the office setup or something, coming at a price range of only 350 rupees. Okay, Blue Ocean by Arabian Aroma. The second perfume that I want to talk about is this one, which is Alpha Male, coming from Arabian Aroma. Now, if you see the notes, if you have seen the other reviews, you already know that this perfume smells like JPJ Lamal Elixir, right? But if that is the case, then why do Arabian Aroma have this, which is the Lamal Elixir clone? This sells for 700 rupees for a 50 ml, while this is 350 rupees for a 50 ml. So if there is a price difference between the two, almost like half of what this cost, does that mean that this is inferior to this? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about this only. Now, if you smell this perfume for the first time, and if you have never smelled any other JPJ Lamal Elixir clone out there, you will feel that, man, Arabian Aroma actually did a good job. But if you smell it up close with the OG and then you compare it with a lot other clones that I have tested in the past, I have made a few winners as well, you can check the video out, then you will understand that this, although is kind of inspired by Lamal Elixir, but it has its own unique characteristics, okay? The first thing, if you compare it with head-to-head with the Lamal Elixir clone, or even the OG Lamal Elixir, you will understand that there is some nuance differences between the two. For example, Lamal Elixir from Arabian Aroma, when I made the video or I compared it with the clones, I said that this is a much more fresher take on the Lamal Elixir DNA, because this has got less amount of tobacco, and the honey or the note of honey is also not that dense in this one. Particularly for this one, I feel that the tobacco is a lot more reduced, and in case of honey, they have used some vanillic sweetness, which makes it a bit more cakey and a bit more chocolatey. That is the only difference between the two. Apart from that, if you smell them, then only you will be able to distinguish between the two. Now, as a Lamal Elixir clone, I would say this encompasses around 65 to 70% of that DNA, but I'm happy that they also added their own element in this. Like, this is perfect for somebody looking for a date night perfume or something which is in the gourmandish area, but at the same time has got its own unique features, okay? So if you're in school or college, you're looking for a good date night fragrance, you can actually get the Alpha Male. But there is one disclaimer that I would want to give you over here, okay? The moment you spray it, you will feel that there is some amount of alcoholic blast similar to Davidoff Cool Water Reborn clone, which is Blue Ocean. But at the same time, again, it's not that awfully blended. It's basically good in terms of the blend quality, but keeping in mind that this is a 350 rupees perfume for a 50 ml. Now, if I head-to-head compare it with this one, in terms of the blend quality, I don't think anybody will be able to distinguish between the two when it comes to the blend quality, because they are equally blended. I mean, properly blended, I would say. I won't say that these are like the best out there, but at the same time, what they offer is price to value ratio. Over here, they have done the same, okay? This is a really good perfume when I compare it with the other Lamal Elixir clones, coming at a only price point of 350. The longevity and projection in this one is also better than Blue Ocean because of the components, which is basically around 1 hour of good projection and around 6 to 7 hours of longevity when I have applied it on my clothes. But disclaimer, this is not a perfume that you should be using in high heat situations, okay? If the temperature is moderate, or if it's an evening setup, or it's like the monsoons or cold weather, in that situation, this perfume will thrive. But if you apply it in the summers or in high heat, you will be choked. And at the same time, this perfume has a bit of vanillic sweetness. Please, if anybody is not into a lot of sweet notes in a perfume, this is not your cup of tea, honestly. In short, if you don't like JPJ Lamal Elixir DNA, you will not like this perfume. If you like that perfume, you will like this one as well, okay? So that's Alpha Male. And let's talk about the last one, which has got the most amount of request, which is this one, Old Money, okay? The atomizers on these perfumes are really good. I mean, they have done a great job, but I felt the atomizer on Blue Ocean is the best. Okay, like, see, that is the difference. Okay, so the atomizer on Blue Ocean is the best. Okay, I know that's nothing to run home about, but I mean, if I have to talk about the atomizer, this ranks the best, this comes second, and this one comes third. But let's talk about the juice and how it smells like. If you have already seen the other reviews, you know this is basically Khamrah, right? End of story? No. Basically, this is Khamrah, but in a different way. While I have actually head-to-head compared it with Khamrah, okay? What are the differences that I have found in this one is basically, Old Money basically tries to incorporate the dry down of Khamrah in its perfume, okay? Basically, this is all the perfumes that I talked about over here are basically linear, okay? While Alpha Male kind of tried to incorporate the dry down of La Mal Elixir, this one, Blue Ocean, tried to incorporate the dry down of like Cool Water Reborn. This is basically trying to incorporate the dry down of Khamrah, okay? But if you spray them side by side, the opening of Khamrah is a little bit different, okay? It has got more spices. The sweetness is kind of a bit tamed down over here. The note of praline directly kicks you the moment you spray it. This is super dense, super sweet if you compare it with Khamrah. Now, when it starts going into the dry down, that is when you start feeling like, okay, both of them are kind of similar. But at the same time, it's not head-to-head with Khamrah. It's there. I'm not saying it smells like different to Khamrah. It's like Khamrah, but it has got its own unique features. What are they? Let me share with you. First, Khamrah has got more spices in it. This has got less spices in it. Khamrah is a bit more boozy. This is a little bit less boozy. This has got more dominant note of praline or that sweet date chocolate-like flavor over here, which is there in Khamrah. But when I compare them side by side, this kind of overpowers Khamrah. Okay, coming at a budget of only 350 rupees, Arabian Aroma did a tremendous job trying to clone the DNA of Khamrah. But if you know me, I don't prefer super dense perfumes. Khamrah is a very sweet, super dense perfume, and that is the reason I don't like that DNA much. Same goes for Old Money with me. Although this is a good perfume, it is really sweet, it's really potent, it's really dense, it's really heavy. But because I don't like sweet perfumes, that is the reason I would tend to not use it much, or rather give it to Chandrima, who can use it. But there is also one more thing that I need to talk about this perfume. This is very heavy, okay? So this last, the best among the lot, okay? In terms of the projection, this projects for around 1 hour properly. And the next 30 minutes, it's kind of there. You will be able to get whiffs of it, but it's going to be soft in terms of the projection. The overall longevity for this perfume when I've applied it on my clothes was around 8 to 9 hours easily because of the components that has been used in the perfume. Basically, when a perfume is very heavy in the sweetness or the components are on the heavier side or the denser side, usually the perfumes lasts more. Khamrah, as you know, lasts a long duration of time. So does Old Money. But at the same time, I would say the moment you spray it, initially for the first 10 minutes or so, this is going to feel very dense, and there is a synthetic element to the perfume as well, which will take time, like 5-10 minutes to 15 minutes to settle down, after which it becomes awesome. But for the 10 to 15 minutes, if you're applying it close to your nose area, like in the upper area of the chest or in the shoulders, chances are it might choke you. Try and use it below the chest. It's better for you that way, so that the perfume can, get its whiff, but it should not overpower you. This is a very winter-centric perfume, not the best perfume for the summers. So in case you plan on buying this perfume, remember, if you live in an area where the temperature is very high heat, you tend to stay in an area where the winters are less, summers are more. In that case, just completely avoid this perfume. This is not for you, because the moment you spray it, chances are 8 out of 10 times you're going to get choked by the sweetness. If you reside in a colder area or where you have got prolonged cold season compared to summer seasons, I think this is a really good option, subjected you like sweet perfumes, okay? Now, I have one complaint with Arabian Aroma regarding the name which is basically old money. I have used perfumes from Blanco, which was called Old Money. I've used perfumes from Ababel, which is called Old Money. I think there are some other brands as well which has used the name Old Money. I feel that this Old Money name has been, it's a cliched name in my honest opinion. I felt that if you have used anything else but Old Money, it would have, I would have preferred it more. Like something, I don't know, like Praline Delight or something. I don't know. I'm just saying. Just that Old Money didn't seem to resonate with me because I've already smelled a lot of Old Money perfumes, okay? You could have used some other unique names. That's one of those opinions that I have. I'm sorry if I'm hurting somebody, but that is what I felt. So, should you buy these perfumes, okay? $9.99, 3 perfumes, 50 ml each. Kind of inspired by designer fragrances, decent when it comes to the blend quality, performs really well, and kind of covers your entire year. For the summers, daily driver, for the dates, if you live in a colder area, for the special occasions, this. So these are kind of super versatile in my honest opinion, coming at a price range of only 1,000 rupees for 3. Individually they cost 350, again, which is not a bad choice. But if you love good quality perfumes, you have the budget to spend more on perfumes, I don't think you should be going for these. Rather, you should be going for some other expensive perfumes which offer better blend quality. But trust me, at 350 rupees, the blend quality that they are providing, I have zero complaints, to be honest. Zero. Because I don't think I have seen any other perfume brand which are giving this amount of blend quality, longevity, projection, or entire smell structure at just a fraction of the cost. You be the judge and you figure out whether you want to go ahead with them or not. In my opinion, if you are in a budget segment of consumers, this is a really great choice for you and you can go ahead with the perfumes. Just that you need to understand this is a very sweeter version of Khamrah, encompasses the dry down. This is less tobacco-ish and a little less dense but vanillic sweet like Lamal Elixir clone, which is alpha male, and this is a more soapy version of Davidoff Cool Water Reborn called Blue Ocean. So with that, this is Deep signing off. I'll see you on the next one very soon. Bye bye.